Boy.
All right, let's start off this week with Miguel. Miguel, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking high quality H2O, and I played Overwatch for a little bit, actually a lot last week, and grinded away to get to plat. And I played on PC before this podcast because I needed something to do. And then, other than that, I played nothing but Division 2. That's all.
Sweet.
That is it.
All right, we're going to move on over to John. John, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking water, and this week I played Overwatch on PC and Xbox, and I tried to give The Witcher another try. Played it for about an hour, and then I had to go. So, that's me.
Were you enjoying the hour that you played, or?
Yeah, until I couldn't beat the Griffin. And
Okay.
it said that kept giving me hints that I might need higher level armor and stuff, and that I should go do side quests in order to level up my armor. And fuck that. I don't want to do side quests. I just want to beat the story.
Yeah, if you get hooked on the side quest, it becomes the Witcher squirrel. Right, Miguel?
Yeah, definitely.
Squirrel!
Yep. But if you reference the bestiary, it'll give you tips on weaknesses for the Griffin.
If I ever turn it on again, I might remember that.
Like the Samus bomb. Samus bomb for the Griffin.
I thought bestiary was illegal.
Ooh.
I'm joking.
I
I'm joking.
think that's something else.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right, on that note, let's move on over to Joe. Joe, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
Pacific Drift. My computer just spiked again. God damn. Anyway, Pacific Drift. Played the Division 2 early. Played some Fallout, Rocket League, and BDO. That's what she said.
Sweet.
So.
That is one high quality video you got going on there, Joe.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but wow.
Yeah. It's real special.
I don't know if it's OBS or because Skype doesn't normally do this. So
probably running OBS at the same time, yeah. Chris,
Sounds like you need a better computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we lost
What do you-
Miguel and Chris.
I'm still here.
I can still see
you.
I'm still here.
Their video feeds are gone.
They're still on my screen, and you're like fuzzy.
Fuck.
That's just his face.
Oh, okay.
They're back.
Oh, we're back.
What about you, Chris? What are you
Yeah.
drinking? What have you been playing?
Please tell us.
All right, so this week on my Xbox, I played some Black Desert Online and the Division 2, played a little bit early. And then on my PlayStation VR, played some Firewall Zero Hour and some Astrobot. Still trying to beat that fucking boss. He is annoying, but I'll be there. And then on my Switch, I played some Tetris 99, Diablo 3, and Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. And that is me this week.
Damn you, Travis.
Travis Touchdown is his name. All right, so let's move on down to the news. Joe, are you ready, buddy?
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
Let's see. Crackdown 2 is free on Xbox One and backwards compatible if you already had the old copy. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts VR is available for PSVR. It's a little 10-minute interactive video to kind of immerse you in Kingdom Hearts world, Disney World. And then Fortnite, for the Switch, will not be available on cross-platform with Xbox and PS4 because of frame rate issues. They will be cross-platform with mobile. So they figured that they would have better play quality with mobile than with the other systems because obviously the other systems are better. Last article. Sony is in advanced board level discussions to buy out Rockstar, the parent company Take-Two. And it says this is a rumor. So Shares in Take-Two today have climbed due to Sony buyout rumor. Rumors of possible Take-Two takeover by Sony have caused shares in the company to jump 5.4%. So, according to MarketWatch, or a MarketWatch report, Sony is currently in advanced board-level discussions regarding the acquisition of Take-Two Interactive. It's said to be looking at a cash deal, value the company at $130 share. Yeah. So if they buy Rockstar, then that could keep them in the game.
And your alleged sources from where?
Well, it's the VG 24/7 article, but the sources are MarketWatch report via Daniel Ahmad. So they're just taking it from the MarketWatch report, and I'm taking it from VG 24/7. So,
gotcha. Cool.
So yeah, if the rumor turns out to be true, going by the numbers, it might be a bit difficult for Sony to afford the buyout, unless it has found a buyer for its Sony Pictures division. Disney. Anyway, unless it has found a buyer, they're not privy to its finances, but it would be a very expensive deal. And that's all I got for the news.
All right. Well, it's time to figure out what we want to buy next week. Miguel, you ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
Demonic States, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
$3.13. We got Kid Icarus on Nintendo Switch. The Switch. Let me bring this over here. And I'm not white. I'm not washed out now, right?
No.
Cool. I changed my screen to black. Star Tropics, Nintendo Switch Online on the Switch. Baba Is You on the Switch. 3.14. We have Rico on the Switch and Xbox. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch on the 15th. So John can finally join us in playing. One Piece World Seeker on PlayStation and Xbox. Blood Waves on Xbox and PlayStation. Sephirothic Stories on Xbox. Moving on to the 18th of March, we got Turok Dinosaur Hunter Remastered on the Switch. 3.19, we have Fate Extella Link on PlayStation and Switch. Symmetry on the Switch. American Ninja Warrior Challenge on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. The Messenger on PlayStation 4. And Hell Warders on Xbox. And that is everything coming out this week.
Sweet.
So
right.
you're coming to a video game system, Rico?
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks.
Speak of the devil.
Hi guys. Bye
Speak
guys.
of the devil. Did you summon her by saying that?
Maybe.
Right. Probably.
All right.
See, when I have guests that pop in, they bring drinks. So
Yeah, well, my guests just want something from me. Or they just pop in and then forget what they wanted and leave.
now I'm drinking Tito's. Woo!
Ooh.
That was strong.
All right.
Joe's getting white girl wasted.
Chris?
I guess it's time for the greatest segment of all time. It's time for the More You Know with Captain Willie or fucking John, Joker, Drone, whatever the fuck your name is. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up. Come on down. It's time for the More You Know with the Joker Drone.
Little hostile today there, fella. Calm down. All right. This week on The More You Know, we're going over the final four of our playoff bracket, and Spawn knocked off the Ghost Rider. On the other side, we had a Facebook poll for Goku versus Doctor Strange, and it was a tie. So, to settle this, we are going to debate or discuss this real quick and figure out who our other finalist is.
Goku.
So Chris says Goku. I still say Doctor Strange.
As do I. As do
Miguel
I.
says Doctor Strange. Joe.
And I'm saying Doctor Strange.
Hi,
For,
Goku.
for what reason?
Just doing more research after our debate last week, and we were talking about it. I went and watched Doctor Strange, and yeah, there's no way Goku could beat him. I mean, even at the end of the movie, he could fuck with Thor the way he did, and not even have to like move his hands or anything. He's way too powerful, and he can control time. That's like the biggest thing that he's got power over time, and Goku doesn't. So
Is that a topic we brought up last week when we were debating? Just want to touch on that. Did we talk about?
I don't think we touched on time.
Okay.
We were just talking about how OP Goku was, and you were like, oh, he's like another Superman, so fuck him anyway.
All right. So Doctor Strange wins, and this is the real reason.
Okay.
Flippy Floppy.
Oh, got it. Ah,
No. Oh, okay. Fine.
sure.
Just kidding.
Is that Andy Samberg?
Yeah, from the I'm on a boat music video
Okay.
with T-Pain.
No, never seen it.
All right, so Doctor Strange moves on to face Spawn in the finals, which will be another Facebook poll, and hopefully it's not a tie.
Are we doing a Facebook poll?
Oh, do we need to do a Facebook poll? All right, I guess we should probably talk about this first.
Oh, well, I came unprepared for this. I thought we were doing a Facebook poll. Son of a bitch.
Well, with the dismal turnout on the last round, we only had 10 votes for Goku and Doctor Strange, and it was 5-5.
I don't think you
like,
posted it on that page.
I did. I posted it on that page, and then I posted it on some comic book page, and didn't get any votes. So either that or Facebook is fucked up. So I don't know, or we're banned from sharing shit. I don't know. I don't think so.
Just tired of voting.
People are like, "Get out of here! Fuck you and your stupid polls."
Yeah.
But we can talk it over.
All right, Miguel, what do you think?
I have no opinion at this point. I was hoping someone else could swayed me.
Doctor Strange against Spawn? Is that what we're talking about now?
Yes, sir. For the championship.
I would just say I'm gonna go with Spawn. Just me seeing his invulnerabilities, and it's really hard to beat Spawn. He's got a lot of things going for him, so I can't see Doctor Strange beating Spawn. And I mean, he can control time now that we know. So I'm Spawn.
Do you think Doctor Strange can form a what kind of weapon? Joe?
Divine weapon.
A divine weapon? Could he
I
forge one?
I don't think he. I honestly don't think he could. I don't think he can. He can create. I mean, he can create weapons, but I don't think he can create a divine weapon.
But he could probably travel somewhere, get a divine weapon, and just...
Yeah, he could find one.
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say what would be Spawn's defense in that scenario where Doctor Strange just goes somewhere? Oh, look what I found.
His brute strength,
shit.
his marks, or his
no!
cloak. It would be cloak versus cloak. Actually, it would be Doctor Strange's cloak versus Spawn's cloak.
Just have Doctor Strange and Spawn duking it out over here, and their cloaks going at it over here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think based on strength and everything, I think Spawn could take it, but the wit and the intelligence level of Doctor Strange, not just book smarts, but I don't know, galaxy or dimensional knowledge, I think
Because I mean,
he kind of has the advantage a little bit.
I
Plus,
mean,
he can have beings possess him. Because in the comic books, he had Dormammu, or I think he used Dormammu to defeat the Ultra Hulk or the Super Hulk. Or he had another eternal being possess him, and he used their powers to defeat Hulk.
well, and I mean, if he were to freeze time and just keep coming back until he's able
Exactly.
to find a way to defeat Spawn,
Exactly. He could do
similar
the whole
to defeating Dormammu.
yeah
I've come,
similar. I come
Spawn.
to
I've
bargain.
come to bargain.
Yeah, he could do that, or he could do he could sit there with the time stone and sit there and look at all the different scenarios to find out how to beat Spawn, and he would eventually find one.
Divine weapon.
Yeah, so I don't know. I love Spawn, but I just don't think when it comes to the magic and the whole time thing, I just don't see it. I don't see Doctor Strange defeating Spawn. I mean, Spawn defeating Doctor Strange. Doesn't necessarily have to kill him. Spawn could kill him easily, but I just don't think he would have trouble getting to Spawn or getting to Doctor Strange. Jesus, have some more Tito's, will you?
I'm gonna have to agree with Joe. I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange just because of that whole infinite worlds. You're not gonna be able to, if he freezes time, like in the Doctor Strange movie where he's fighting Dormammu, fighting whatever you want to call it.
Or even when he was fighting and he was like reversing everything else, and I'm trying to remember what the other guy he was the bad guy in the movie, Mads Mikkelsen.
Mm-hmm.
When he did that reverse time thing, and he like locked him into a wall, and
But
but he's a sorcerer.
I was gonna say they were also able to get out of it though.
Yeah, because he's like a powerful sorcerer, and he had been training. But I just don't know if I don't know. It would be tough. It would definitely would be tough.
Infinity Stone too, right?
What's that?
Doctor Strange has an Infinity Stone, right?
Yeah, that's the one he controls time with.
That's the time stone, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because Spawn doesn't have that, so.
I mean, hell, the Infinity Stone could be considered a divine weapon because the stone was created like when the Big Bang happened, the stones were created. So I guess you could consider them divine weapons. I don't know.
Okay. John?
Doctor Strange.
Just a side note, real quick. Joe, if Captain Marvel made it to this point and it was her versus Doctor Strange, what would that be? I'm just curious, since you were so salty about Captain Marvel. If she was in the finals with Doctor Strange, what would that look like?
I have to do the research, and I have to look in to see what the I'm trying to think the Tesseract, what stone, because she doesn't actually possess the stone, she possesses the power of the stone. So I don't know, because she's basically pure energy. I guess the blue stone is the energy stone. So she's pure energy, and I don't know if the time stone can actually affect if the stones battle each other. Would they negate each other's properties, or I don't know how that works. I'd have to look it up and see. But I think it would be an interesting fight. Yeah. I think Captain Marvel probably could have come all this way.
Okay.
Possible.
Yeah, I was just curious on your thoughts.
I still, like I said, I'd still give it to Doctor Strange. Just the time control, the reversibility, or like he did with Dormammu, he could lock a loop, and yeah, she could just kick his ass for eternity. But he could say, you know what, we're gonna just do this forever. Why don't you just give up and we'll just call it a draw?
Okay.
And then lock her ass in a never-ending loop of falling.
Can't she fly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's gonna be in just a void. So.
Okay. All right. So Doctor Strange is the winner of the Deathmatch 64.
Champion.
Just for more spin-off. I just want to throw scenarios out there, Just for more spin-off, do you guys think there's anyone that could have defeated Doctor Strange? Who in your mind could, if they made it to this point, would have defeated Doctor Strange? Anybody?
God If we were able to choose different versions of Spawn or different versions of characters, God in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dog.
Got a point.
Fuck. If you're gonna, I'll say Superman. No,
Don, is that what you're saying?
What?
Were you saying Nintendo?
Yeah,
the dog from Duck Hunt.
I thought you were
Taking
talking
him out.
about the bounty hunter. I was like, what?
no.
No.
So this is the ultimate winner. It sounds like.
Yep.
Because I can't, based off what we said about Doctor Strange, I can't think of anyone that would have.
I mean, a lot of people. I know a lot of people picked Dark Phoenix to take it all. I think one who is Emil said that one above all takes it.
Emil picked Thor.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, yeah, I can't off the top of my head. I cannot think of who could defeat Doctor Strange. You would have to get him into, yeah, unless you can fuck with his mind. Professor X, maybe.
If any of you disagree on what and have a reason why Doctor Strange should not have made it to this far, send us an email and tell us how our opinions are flawed and have a valid reason behind it as far as what we've discussed and the points that we've brought up, and let us know why we're wrong.
Also, along in that email, send suggestions and character names for our next giveaway, which is Sidekicks versus Side Chicks. So I already have the list of who everybody picked and who wins. Should I go over it, or do you want to wait?
Do it.
Yeah, go for it. Let's go.
All right. So tied at 23 points for last place, we have Jeff Sorensen and Anthony Poyes. At 24 points, we have Earl Magaba. Jeff picked One Above All, and Anthony Poyes picked Kratos. Earl picked Deadpool. At 25 points, at 25 points, we have Dax with Captain Marvel as his pick for the winner, champion. At 29 is Nick with Iron Man. At 30 is Joe Emmel with Thor. 31 is Matt Medina with Magneto. 32 is Jason, my brother, with Dark Phoenix. And the winner of the first Deathmatch 64 is Chris Morales with 39 points, and he picked Dark Phoenix. So nobody picked Doctor Strange to win the whole thing.
I think at the beginning of this, we wouldn't even have picked Doctor Strange.
No, I was Kratos.
Yeah, I was too.
I was sold on Goku winning it all, but yeah.
So yeah, Chris, send us your information, and not you, dummy, shut up. Chris Morales, send us your information, what kind of gift card you would like, because you win a game, or gift card valued at approximate of a game, $60.
Sweet. And then also Chris Morales, I have a shirt headed your way. We do have his information, John, so I will give that to you.
Well, I still need to know what he wants. So you can email me at thejokerdrone@gmail.com with what you want, and we'll figure out how to get it to you.
Perfect.
I'll figure out how to give it to you.
Oh, God.
Hey, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations, Chris. Everybody else, nice job. Thanks for participating, and we look forward to doing the next one and seeing how it goes. So yeah, sidekicks versus side chicks, and beyond that, come up with ideas for other brackets or challenges or something like that we can do for giveaways.
And John will work on his claymation skills, and we'll get that down one day. You can do that instead of reloading ammo while you're playing games, you know?
There you go. There's my claymation skills.
That was awesome.
I just did finger puppets for all you listeners not watching the video.
I just
You
saw
can actually just get like
Spawn.
2 action figures and sit there and just,
Yeah. So that is it for the more you know.
All right, sweet. We're gonna move on down to our random shit this week. Do we have any? Or actually, sorry, I fucked that one up. We're gonna move right on over to our what the fucks. Do you guys have any what the fucks this week?
I do.
Yeah, I do. They're little.
All righty. Whoever wants to go for it.
Go ahead, Miguel.
All right. A few bugs in Division 2. I had one instance where I died like 3 times and then I respawned at the checkpoint and I kept hearing electronics device nearby. There is a portable electronics device nearby. Electronics device near. It would not stop. Even after I died again and went back to the respawn, it kept going. So I had to restart my game, but it fixed it. I got into Joe's game and I'm like, what the fuck where is that gunfire coming from? There was random gunfire, not extremely loud, coming from Joe's body when he was just walking around. So like he would walk by my right and I just hear just like going around me. And it's like wherever he was, there was gunfire coming from his body.
That's funny.
So there's just a couple. They're not bad what the fucks. They're just like, what the fuck? And they're not nearly as obnoxious as Anthem crap from a couple weeks ago. That's all I got.
Sweet. Anybody else?
Yep. I got 2. The first one is last week I got a phone call from my bank and I didn't answer because I was at work or something. And then
dumbass.
The next day I looked at my bank account and somehow magically I spent $100 at a gas station in Las Vegas. I was not in Las Vegas. So yeah, somebody.
That's what she thinks.
Somebody got a hold of my debit card number and was using it in Las Vegas. So I'm out $100.
Oh, I fucking hate it.
Hopefully the bank will recover it, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I did file a claim saying that it was not me, and they're investigating. My other what the fuck, before I get to the what the fuck part, a Boeing 737 crashed, Ethiopian flight, killing everybody on board. It was like 137 people. So my thoughts and prayers go out to the families and friends of those people who died. My what the fuck part is whoever the dumbass is who either programmed the software wrong or didn't train the pilots on how to use it properly is fucking with my livelihood, because Boeing stock has dropped about $100 in the last 3 days. And when this shit happens, actually, every airline has grounded all of the 737s. This particular model, it's a 737-9. It was originally just in Europe. Now it's United States. It's everywhere. They're all grounded because they need to figure out why this is happening. It's happened twice. So whoever fucked it up is fucking with my livelihood, because when this shit happens, people stop ordering airplanes, and that means I don't get paid. So yeah, that's my other what the fuck. And sorry for the families.
That's a rough one, man.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got.
Joe, you got anything, man?
How do I follow that? Oh yeah, let's talk about the NFL. What the fuck?
Go Browns!
Shit.
God
I
damn.
know everybody's all shooing in on the Browns. Everybody's the Brown wagon, not the bandwagon, but the Brown wagon.
They'll still figure out a way to fuck it up.
Of course they will.
Yeah.
They'll have a boat trip like the Giants did before that big game.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck on all free agency shit. We can get into that in rando. Let's see, what the fuck. Oh yeah, the I don't know why. I was on Facebook scrolling through, and I saw an ad for TikTok. You guys ever heard of TikTok?
Yeah, I see that shit on the Facebook ads all the time.
I clicked on it and I installed the app.
Why would you?
I was bored. I was like, fuck, why not? I clicked on it.
Joey.
Was she cute?
Yeah, she was. She's a Twitch streamer. It's at Ghoul Bagel. So kudos to her. And she's an adult. So yeah. But what the fuck, man? I just scroll through those videos and some of that shit, it's just like, what? Why? Why? It's stupid. It is so stupid, but I was stupid enough to download it, so I guess the blame's on me.
Sucker.
But I know, sucker, but fuck. I don't know why I did it. And my what the fuck, I guess it's like I catch myself like watching it and it's a time warp. Before I know it, an hour and a half has passed. And all I'm doing is swiping through these videos. And
Why haven't you deleted it yet?
It's too good to delete.
He's
Some of the
addicted.
some of the shit is really funny. Like they have like all these truck drivers, they record all the shit that happens when they're driving their trucks, like people cutting them off or shit that happens at the truck stops, and it's fucking hilarious. I can't stop laughing. There's also videos where it shows like the Chinese where they're so skilled at their job that they do it in like a blink of an eye, like stamping papers, and it's like half a second going by and they're stamping all these papers. But anyway, yeah, and then you get the shit, and it's just like just keep scrolling, and every week it's like a different challenge that pops up. You know, it's the e-girl thing or the yee thing where it's like they have songs that play with the clip. It's like a little 30-second clip, and they have songs that play, and it'll be clips from either songs that are out now or clips that somebody's created. And they'll have this thing where it's like, oh look, it's the yee challenge, and or the yee juice, and they'll put like a yee thing on there, and they drink it, and at the break of the song, they change into like cowboy outfit, you know.
Fuck.
I swear, man.
It's like video memes, kind of.
It is. I mean, it started with, I think, Musical.ly was the first one, and then everybody moved to TikTok. And
well, it's the same company, I believe.
Yeah.
They changed their name, so it's just Musical.ly.
Then they have like before and after pictures, like, oh, this is me in 7th grade, and this is me now, and then they do like the Greatest Showman song where it's like, ladies and gents, this is the moment you've been waiting for. And then right when the song breaks, they like change, like they put makeup on and they're like, ta-da, I'm pretty. And it's like, fucking serious. Anyway, that's my what the fuck.
It's okay, Joe. I have it too. I don't look at it.
Thank you. I was feeling like I was like this.
I
like
don't
this old guy, and I'm just like, I'm looking for TikTok.
I don't stare at it as much as you made it sound like you do. I open it maybe like once every 2 weeks just for shits and giggles. But yeah, I have to.
Since you're on there, or even on IG, on Instagram, check out Ghoul Bagel.
Okay.
She's a Twitcher, so she's gamer. Legit gamer, I guess. But stay away from TikTok, Chris. Jackie will think you're cheating on her. With a little Chinese girl.
I'm not even going to download that shit on my phone. Not even interested at all, one bit.
Download all that other shit, yeah.
Yeah, I've got Pornhub. It's good. I'm good. So.
You got any what the fucks, Chris?
No, I don't actually. I have NFL stuff we can talk about and rando shit. That was kind of more my what the fucks. Nothing really going on with me right now. I'm just kind of staying alert, waiting for that baby to pop on out. So that's all I'm doing. So just chilling. All right, so we'll move on down to our rando shit this week. Do you guys have any rando that you want to talk about this week?
Yep.
Okay, John?
So, if you're in the greater Seattle area and you're looking for a Dodge diesel, I have one for sale.
It's two-wheel drive.
Fine. It is two-wheel drive, but it gets 20 miles a gallon, so fuck you, Miguel. Yeah. So if anybody wants to buy a Dodge, I'm selling my Dodge. I need it gone soon. So come by it. Have you guys seen the Game of Thrones bracket that some manager made a Game of Thrones bracket where you predict who's gonna die, who's gonna live, and whether or not they become a White Walker? So this
Is
guy
there
made
money
this.
involved?
Yeah. So it's like a $10 buy-in, and you got this whole list of people, all the main characters in the show, and you predict who's gonna win and who's gonna lose, or who's gonna live and who's gonna die, and if they become a White Walker. Then there's bonus questions at the end. So you go through and you mark if you think they're gonna live, you think you're gonna die, and then if you think they're gonna die and you think they're gonna become White Walker, you get an extra point for White Walker. But if you pick White Walker and they don't turn into a White Walker, you lose a point. And then all the way at the bottom, the question is Daenerys pregnant? Who kills the Night King? And who sits on the throne?
Who
So
is
we're-
the Night King?
Ooh. Yeah. So we're doing it. We're doing this at work. It's pretty fun. I'm excited.
Have you filled your bracket out yet?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say there's an article out right now that they said that Amelia Clark, who plays Daenerys, actually after reading the ending, like got super depressed. So if there's any hint in there, but I don't know.
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 Probably not.
So
Cool.
yeah, you guys be interested in doing that? I have the file.
Chris doesn't because he doesn't watch it.
Well, he'd probably get them all right. He'd be like, that bitch is a White Walker. No, he'd get them all wrong. He'd say they're all White Walkers.
He'd say the Night King sits on the Iron Throne.
He'd say, what's a White Walker?
That's racist.
Why's it got to be white?
Because I'm white. All right. You guys have any other rando shit this week?
I saw Captain Marvel.
Yeah, me too.
What you guys think of it? You
She's
like it?
hot. I'm serious. Like Brie Larson, I'm sorry. I saw her in Scott Pilgrim, and there's a bunch of memes now. Like after the movie, those of you that seen Scott Pilgrim, I was like, well, Envy Adams, who Brie Larson plays her in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, yeah, she went vegan, so she got her powers. Just like it's, you'd have to see Scott Pilgrim to understand. But best damn movie out of Canada in like the last 15 years. I think it's better than Mallrats, and yeah. But anyway, Captain Marvel, loved it. Brie Larson's awesome. That was, I guess, going back to one of my what the fucks. Everybody, all the critics were shitting on this movie, thinking it was like so bad, but yet they gave Black Panther so much praise. Black Panther, to me, if I were to compare the two, yes, it's powerful because it's an all-black cast, and I think that the whole Oscar Academy thing, they did it because it was political. They said if Black Panther didn't get any nominations, they were all racist, and Hollywood is all whitewashed, and this and that and that. So the Academy is like, okay, we'll give Black Panther a nod. But I thought, just looking at the movie, it's an origin story. So is Black Panther, but Black Panther to me was drawn out too much. And Captain Marvel just hit it on the head because the origin story also tied in other elements to the MCU. I know Black Panther touched on it, but I just think Captain Marvel was just so more impactful, and she's just so much more of a badass than Black Panther.
She's OP.
She is OP.
It's kind of dumb.
So Chris doesn't care because he's not going to watch any of them, so whatever. But yeah, I cannot wait for next month. I'm like itching to see the next Avengers. I'm ready. I am ready.
Spoiler alert! What if she doesn't show up in Avengers? That'd be funny.
Did you not watch the post credits? Spoiler alert.
Oh no, I did, but I'm just saying.
Come on.
If it was like,
Come on, man.
well, what if those are after the events of Endgame?
They were.
I said after the events of Endgame.
Oh, after the events of Endgame. Oh,
They
ooh.
weren't.
They weren't. No. So I'm super excited. I'm on a Marvel high right now. I watched Doctor Strange. I watched Iron Man 3. I watched Captain Marvel. I was gonna watch Infinity War, but I didn't. So I'm about ready to go and watch Civil War again because I love that one too.
And they threw in a big twist from the comics, which I think that's why some people gave it such crap, is it's not true to the comics, or not what they anticipated to be true to the comics.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they definitely threw a twist in there and are going a different route. So,
and to go along with that, there was an interview. I think IGN interviewed Kevin Feige, I think is his name, the director, and he said Feige. Anyway, it's spelled like beige with an F. So I said Feige, but Feige, whatever. He said that if he modeled all the movies over the comic books, why would you go to watch the movie? Because you already know what's going to happen. So he said, we're going to change it up a little bit and not make it exactly like the comic books, because they were going to tie in. They were talking about Adam Warlock, because at the end of Guardians 2, you see them say, I'm going to name you Adam. And everybody's like, oh my God, Adam Warlock's going to be in Guardians 3. But he said he's not going to do that. He's not going to introduce Adam Warlock yet, because Adam Warlock was basically in the comic books the one to end the Infinity War. So he's like, I'm not doing that. We're going to create our own and watch and enjoy. And kudos to Disney, because the buyout went through, and I want to see Deadpool in the MCU.
not gonna happen.
Well, they actually said the work at the next project's probably going to be. Rumor has it that they're going to do Avengers versus the X-Men.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
So then, is Dark Phoenix? Are they going to continue from there, or is it dead?
I think it's dead. That's why I'm not even going to bother with any of these. I think Dark Phoenix is the last Fox Marvel movie. Because it's done, it's edited, it's cut, it's ready for release, and then that's it. After Dark Phoenix, probably at the end of the movie, hopefully she just blows everything up, and she destroys everything. The whole universe, all of existence. The end. I don't know. I would love to see a reboot for Fantastic Four, do Silver Surfer right, do the X-Men correctly. You don't have to start from the origin. Everybody knows what the X-Men are, who they are. So, but just bring Deadpool and Cable into, you can still, I guess James Brolin could kind of do both. Or was it James Brolin? Josh, sorry. James was his dad, I think. You can bring James Brolin in and...
Josh.
Sorry. Fuck. Josh. Bring Josh in and he can do CG Thanos. Well, that's if Thanos is still around after all of this. And he can still do Cable. So, Chris, have you seen Deadpool 2?
Yeah, I own it.
Oh, congratulations!
I was gonna say you own Avengers too.
Yeah,
but you haven't seen Avengers.
No, I haven't. I just haven't had time, dude. My time's going elsewhere right now. I'll find time eventually.
But Joe, to your point, so you're saying that they're gonna reset the X-Men, right? So you don't care about this movie. But at the same time, you're saying, oh, they're not going to reset Cable and Deadpool. So
because their movies don't really impact anything. You understand? Because the X-Men have done so many timelines and all this bullshit. And it's like them doing with the DC with all the Batmans. Oh, all the Batmans are in different parallel universes and shit like that. It's like, okay, you could do that. They could tie in all of the old X-Men movies and have like Doctor Strange like popping in and out of all these, and he's like, well, yeah, in this dimension you guys are like this, and in this dimension you guys wear this spandex and whatever. But they could.
But the thing about the X-Men movies, so here's what I think Fox did right with the X-Men movies. So you have Sony, who did Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, Tobey Maguire.
Yep.
Complete reset. Complete or new origin story. New people. New storyline with Andrew Garfield and what's her name? Emma Stone.
What do you mean?
Complete reset.
Anyway.
But anyways, that was a complete reset. They completely reset the stories, and then they did it again for Homecoming. So that's where Sony fucks up with Spider-Man. But
Homecoming was an MCU movie.
But
That's the difference.
I know, but it was still owned by Fox at the time, and it's still a hard reset of the character. Fox, they did their X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men Last Stand, and then they didn't just reset the characters. They kept Patrick Stewart, they kept Wolverine, and they did a reset, but they made it part of the story, not like, oh, this is the new X-Men. It was like, okay, there's a time change. We're going to do First Class and introduce these younger versions, and then we're going to do not Last Stand. What's the one where they go back? Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Then they do Apocalypse, where they introduce, or they have the old characters crossing with the new versions of themselves. So I like how they did that portion of it, because you have Patrick Stewart there in one future. Send Wolverine back where they have what's his name?
No, it was Futures Past.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Yeah, Apocalypse is the one with the apocalypse.
I couldn't think of it. Yeah, Futures Past.
Yeah,
but they go back and cross over the characters between the two, making it one universe. Whereas like Spider-Man's like, here's a new one. Batman, here's a new one. Here's a new one. Starting over. Wash our hands of the old one.
Yeah.
That's what I like about what Fox actually did with theirs. So I'm okay with if Marvel were to continue those storylines, because it's not... I'm not a fan of the resets.
Yeah. And you can't reset Deadpool, because who else is going to play Deadpool?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody else is going to fucking play Wolverine, in my opinion.
Well.
So
I'm sorry.
That would be resetting the X-Men.
Yeah. Well, Hugh Jackman said the only way he would return as Wolverine was if Wolverine was in an MCU movie. He said that. He said, I will return as Wolverine if I can come back in the MCU and they know how the fuck to make a movie. So it's like, yeah, he died in Logan, but that was in that universe. Why can't he come back and like
do an earlier timeline or something?
He could kick off. I'm saying, like at Endgame, at the end, like after the credits roll, you have either Tony Stark dies or one of the other Avengers dies, and you're just like, okay, well, we needed somebody to step in and replace him. And here the camera cuts to Hugh Jackman smoking a cigar, and he's like, I got you, bub, or something like that. And then it cuts, and then everybody in the theater just jumps up and riots and shoots all the white people up. I don't know. But no, you know what I mean? That's the proper way to do it. And God, if Disney knows what's right for them, they will make a Deadpool Wolverine movie. Like, it sets the bar. I would almost predict that it would sell more tickets and do more revenue in the box office higher than like Star Wars, like combined.
Hashtag Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool Wolverine. I'm serious. Like, that's what everybody is wanting. All of the fans right now. I'm reading all the forums and all the boards.
Well, and
that's what they want.
That relationship between those two actors too is hilarious.
Exactly. I mean, the chemistry. You could do multiple movies, not necessarily have it to where like do a Wolverine versus Hulk movie, or do and have Deadpool come in. It's he could still break that fourth barrier, and you could still have the Avengers and have their own world, and he could still break that fourth wall, and everything would be fine.
So in Deadpool and Wolverine, are they fighting each other, or are they teaming up?
I think in the beginning they're fighting each other.
Like Deadpool and Cable, same
like
story.
Deadpool and Cable, yeah. Deadpool and Deadpool and teabag Wolverine a couple times, and then all of a sudden they're like kissing and making out and stuff. Whatever.
Oh God.
or Ryan Reynolds will make fun of the greatest showman on earth. You can sing, right?
Nice.
But I don't know. I'm excited. I'm all in. Yes. I don't give a shit. I'm not fighting Disney because Disney is this juggernaut, and no pun intended. But if Disney has the opportunity to come in and buy all of Sony's film rights, then I think Stan Lee's last dying wish was the fact that he wanted all of the Marvel characters under one roof. And I just wish Sony would give it up. I wish Sony would let go of Spider-Man. I mean, the multiverse Spider-Man movie is amazing. I think it's probably, that movie alone is probably greater than all of the other Sony Spider-Man movies. I'm not saying Homecoming, but I'm saying it's better than all the other Spider-Man movies.
I mean, Far From Home is a Sony movie, right? But it's done by Marvel still, correct?
No. I believe it is a MCU. It's kind of like a joint project where Sony worked with Disney on it.
Yeah, they had their little bit of say-so, but I mean, at the end of the day, he's part of the MCU and Marvel, so
But I don't
Far From
think
Home,
it's specifically a Sony
Homecoming.
movie. I think it's a Disney movie.
So
it's the Disney franchise.
Are you okay with Sony owning those rights as they currently do and allowing Marvel to make the movies?
No, because in order for Sony to keep making Spider-Man movies, they have to redo a Spider-Man movie like every so often.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're just using Marvel to do it, so he's part of the MCU.
But it's no. So I think after Far From Home, I think there's either one more or that's it for Tom Holland as Spider-Man, as Peter Parker. Contractually obligated. That's Disney's. What?
Then you get the reset button.
Yeah, I don't want that. No, it's like, can we just get, like Michael Keaton? He's old enough now to play old Bruce Wayne and do the revamp for Batman Beyond and have that be the future. But anyway, I'm not gonna beat this dead horse. We've been talking about this.
You guys got any other rando shit this week? No?
Nope.
Talk about NFL stuff?
We can,
Like Arizona might
if
be
you want to.
bugs.
If you want to close out on NFL stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, John, for your Earl Thomas.
Yeah, Earl Thomas is getting signed somewhere.
Rumors he's going to the Browns. That's what I saw today.
Ravens.
Shit.
Oh,
Ravens. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Earl Thomas is going to the Ravens. I think somebody else, you guys lost the O-lineman.
I know we lost the person who was in for Jeremy Lane. We lost a DB.
Was it DB? I don't know. It's somebody. It's got a weird name.
We got Malik from the Jags.
Malik Jackson. You guys got Deshaun Jackson and Brandon Graham.
We're getting all the Jacksons.
Yep. Let's see.
It's going to be the Jackson 5 pretty soon.
What
The Seahawks. Oh, go ahead.
So what I'm excited about is Marcus Gilbert, just for the fact that he's got the Gilbert last name, and that's my last name, so I don't have to do a special jersey. It'll be cool. I'm excited about that. So awesome. Keep your mouth open, John. There you go. And then Arizona's possibly getting Terrell Suggs. Hopefully that'd be a good pair with Chandler Jones. So somewhat exciting.
Yeah, free agency is exciting. The draft will be even more exciting. I'm glad KC picked up Tyrann Mathieu. Yay.
You want my jersey, Joe?
No, it's the wrong red.
You can rip off the patch and put a KC.
It's the wrong red.
That's an ugly ass red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got Carlos Hyde and Damian Wilson for sure. I'm just looking through NFL.com, their app. They got all the free agency moves so far. Let's see. Let me go to AZ because I was at the bottom of the list. Yeah, the Bills are also interesting too. We'll get into that. Let's see. AZ, we got Marcus Gilbert, Jordan Hicks, Brett Hundley, who was backing up A-Rod when he was injured, Terrell Suggs, and J.R. Sweezy was the guy from the Seattle Seahawks. He is now on the Cardinals.
Yeah,
So,
he was traded away, and then he came back.
What position is Sweezy?
Offensive guard.
line.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a guard.
Cool.
So, yay. Jumping ship. Talk about Flippy Floppy. Oh, okay. So the Baltimore Ravens are going to pick up Mark Ingram from the Saints.
All right.
But the Saints just signed Latavius Murray.
I have Alvin Kamara.
And Latavius Murray. So, yeah. And the Ravens did sign Earl Thomas, 4 years, $55 million and $32 million guaranteed. So,
Sorry,
yeah.
Joe.
Anyway, we'll see what happens at the draft.
NFL memes. Good job. Good job,
Yes.
guys.
Congratulations. Thank
Yep.
you, NFL memes. Hilarious.
Yep.
Hilarious. So,
Did you keep Eli? What did it cost you?
Everything.
That's the only person they needed to fucking get rid of.
I want to say this is my prediction. Okay, since they acquired picks for OBJ, I say that the New York Giants will give those picks to the Arizona Cardinals for Rosen, and I think Rosen will be the backup quarterback unless they draft no, what is this? Oh gosh, sorry, I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
The what?
Are you talking DK Metcalf?
No. Well, I'm thinking that they're going to pick up DK Metcalf because they don't, OBJ is gone. But I'm thinking the other quarterback from, I think it was Nebraska.
I mean, Balake needs a home.
He does. he might be cheaper, but Rosen's younger and there's more upside for him. I think Balake probably might end up in Miami. Blake Bortles.
Balake.
So,
Okay.
anyway. Yeah,
Sweet.
and I had my prediction. Sorry, on NFL on Facebook. I said that the Bills would have a better record than the Raiders. I'm done.
All right. I think this is going to end episode 120. This is Chris. Go play some video games.
So,
Oh, sorry. I guess
are
not.
are we not talking about division until next week? Is that what's going on here?
That way, John can have his input on the final release of the
Fuck
game.
John. Fuck you, John.
Team player, buddy.
Team player, Miguel.
Thanks,
not-
guys. Fuck you, Miguel.
Fuck you, John.
The right note. Fuck you, Miguel. All
Fuck
right.
you, Chris.
Chris.
We're going to end this
Fuck
shit.
you,
Jinx.
Chris.
Jinx, Miguel. We jinxed.
Yeah.
This is a lovely episode. This is episode number 120. I'm going to go play some video games. I am out. See you later.
This is John. I'm going to go figure out what all the yelling in my house is about and finish watching The Crimes of Grindelwald. I'm out.
This is Miguel. I'm going to go probably play Division 2 unless John can convince me to play Overwatch.
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna go kill some orcs and some BDO and make some money.
BDO, baby.
Awesome. Game on.
Game on.
Game on.